last
You
time.
can go for it. I don't
Okay.
care.
What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, going to be casting the finals. This is League of Dota Season 2, Week 5. We have XpreZ on the Radiant, Gamesboard on the Dire, and this is going to be a co-cast. I'm here, and Nistagord is here as well.
Hey!
That was quite an entrance.
Oh man, what can I say?
Bond style bursting in.
Yep. But we're not going to see XpreZ with Doom. They're going to face off against Doom.
Yeah, I mean, Doom's been first picked up a couple times now, and it's been pretty effective in locking down heroes like the Timbersaw, like the Ember Spirit. I actually got the chance to cast an Ember Spirit game.
Oh, how did it go?
He got absolute free farm for like 20 minutes, so it's like hard to really say if it was effective or not. I mean, he did really well, but at the same time, he wasn't punished. He had literally no one in the lane, so I don't know.
Well, yeah. But I mean, if you give free farm to an Ember Spirit, that's a bad idea. But still, Ember Spirit did well.
Yeah,
So-
but it's like, it's not like a real Ember Spirit experience when you get absolute free farm, because that's not supposed to happen.
I mean, sure. But, you know, I still like Ember Spirit, and I still...
Everyone
still
loves
am,
Ember Spirit.
you know, yeah, we'll just see. More games start to pop up with him, I feel like. We were talking about it yesterday. Teams will start to be like, okay, we're starting to get him enough, we've played enough against him, or at least understand him enough that we can start to play against him a lot, so it'll start to come up quite a bit more.
Yeah, you just gotta get enough lockdown, enough stuns, stuff like Doom's Doom to really just shut him down. Shut him down early, and then later on, his Sleight of Fist won't really do that much. You always have to worry about that Flame Guard, though. That's where the real annoying part comes in. But
Well, as well as the fact that he's able to just go around the map wherever he wants, whenever he wants with his, or as long as he has one of his spirits.
There's that, too.
That's
It's pretty
fine.
obnoxious.
Yeah. I can't wait till we start to see Cloud9 playing with Sing Sing, but enough about that, let's get into the actual match.
Yeah, we have a game that so far does not have an Ember Spirit, though he still can be picked up. I think Gamesboard is more likely to pick him up given the lineup that the draft that we have so far. Timbersaw, Bristleback, usually fulfilling the same role in that offlane. So I'm thinking it might be a Timbersaw mid or a Timbersaw mid most likely.
Actually, I think it would be possibly a Bristleback carry. Carry Bristleback is actually really, really effective if you put it in the offensive position with like an offensive tri-lane, because you just can't kill him in lane. Like, if he has two supports behind him, luck killing him. Now, granted, of course they pick up a combination that will say, screw you, Bristleback, we will in fact kill you. Like, if an arrow hits and that whole V comes from Ancient Apparition, you're dead. Simple as that. So, you know.
Yeah, Gamesboard have been running the AA and Mirana for at least the games that I've seen from them, and it's been pretty damn effective. It was they had some pretty good blasts from all the way across the map, and hell, if you're worrying about heroes like Bristleback, like Timbersaw, putting that shatter on them is one of the best ways of actually dealing with that, just because it effectively takes out, in some cases, like 10-ish% of their HP, and then it makes it that much easier to bring them down.
Yeah. The other thing is that Timbersaw is really effective in being tanky because of the fact that he has the reactive armor, which gives him his HP regen as well as armor. And so if you just get rid of his HP regen, he becomes a completely different hero, and it's just not nearly as effective as he used to be. Granted, he still will have his armor, but, you know, it's not as effective.
Yeah, of course. And I don't know if Doom, if that shuts down reactive armor. Do you have any idea if that's a thing?
It shuts down all abilities, so I believe it'll shut down that passive as well. At least it
Right.
should.
We could assume that Timbersaw is going to have a not a fun time, but
Yeah.
at the same time, he could always burst right back. And XpreZ going to go with the Disruptor as well as the Undying. We've been seeing more and more Disruptor. What do you think about this? It's good versus Mirana at the very least.
Yeah, this is a combination that I have seen a lot of teams start to run really often, actually, is the Disruptor Undying combination, because of the fact that Undying loves it when heroes are nice and clumped together because of Tombstone and Decay. And Decay is, ironically, the radius of it is pretty damn similar to the size of Kinetic Field, so, you know, good Decay stacks. And Disruptor is thinking of keeping everybody together there, so putting them together is a no-brainer in my mind, and it's extremely powerful.
Yeah, and of course, once you slap the Tombstone right outside on the edge of that kinetic field, then Gamesboard, I mean, they'll have 3 range heroes at the very least who will be able to hit down that Tombstone, but if you could deny Doom from attacking that, the Tombstone's going to last for a lot longer, and then Undying just walks right in with the Flesh Golem. The Static Storm is up, so, you know, he's not going to be receiving that much damage, and you have the damage amplification, you have the Static Storm, which actually, it looks like it does a lot of damage, but it doesn't really do that much damage, like, when you actually see it in play. But once you add the Flesh Golem, amplification to that as well, and all the AoE that XpreZ are. Oh, there we go.
Oh, here we go.
An Ember Spirit. I said before, more likely Gamesboard are going to be picking it up, and here we have the Ember Spirit.
Fun. this is gonna be the first game that I've ever actually casted of an Ember Spirit, so I'm gonna need to look over his skills here. Searing Chain, Sleight of Fist.
You have to remember
Okay.
Flame Guard and Fire Remnant, not
Okay.
Fire Guard and Flame Remnant. That's what I was saying. It's
Ember
close.
Spirit does stuff.
Yeah, he does stuff with fire, and then things burn.
Fire's happening around him. I don't know. It's a cheap radiance, I guess. Whatever.
Something around those lines. It actually costs a lot of mana. Like,
Yeah.
it was like watching in the previous game with Ember Spirit. Like, it costs a lot of mana compared to what he has.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
you know, it's still definitely usable. But still, it's another. I kind of question that. I mean, Ember Spirit's amazing. Don't get me wrong. I love to see
Yeah.
him, but picking him into a disruptor seems like a bad idea to me.
I feel like it is going to be a bit of a issue here, but the thing is that Ember Spirit is very mobile in fights, and so if he's able to jump around while the kinetic field is happening, everything like that, then he can avoid some of it. At the same time, you know, he does have his magic resistance with the Flame Guard up, so he could deal well. But at the same time, Bristleback will be running around being Bristleback, and Bristle doesn't care about magic resistance because pure damage is awesome.
Yeah,
But-
XpreZ actually don't have that much magic damage. I mean, Flame Guard is going to shut Disruptor down, shut Undying down. Crypt Swarms occasionally will get blocked, but Bristleback purely physical. Timbersaw, little bit of magical, but for the most part, pure damage on him as well. Going to burn
Yeah.
right through that shield.
And then even then, Death Prophet towards when she hits level 16, a lot of her damage comes from that ultimate, and that's all physical damage. So if they pick up a quick AC on the Bristleback, this can turn out to be very, very bad for Gamesboard because Doom doesn't have the best natural armor. We don't have good natural armor on anybody else really, and so you know they're not going to have a fun time versus the Death Prophet there. At
Yeah, even before they get the AC, they could even just pick up small things like the Medallion. There's so much physical damage. Like, Undying early on does a ton of physical damage just because he's stealing your strength. And every time he casts it, it's like, 4 extra damage for him at the very least. So he'll be able to punch things really effectively as well. And yeah, Gamesboard, I love the Ember Spirit. I absolutely love it, but not exactly what I would call ideal circumstances to play him in this game.
Yep. You want to go and check your mic actually really quick? Somebody on Twitch says that they can't hear us in Dota TV, so let's see. Mine's on. Which is all good?
Audio, my open mic is broadcasting. It should be, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll
I
see.
muted you.
Okay.
I see the speech
Thanks for
bubble on
that.
the right.
Okay, so it should be coming through. My mic is on, loud and clear. So we will see. Hopefully, if he comes back in another 2 minutes and is like, it's still not fixed, then we'll have to do something. for
Yeah, it's
vengeful
probably like
vengeful
when we're setting up the Skype call or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
but-
it's still towards the beginning of the draft for them, so, you know.
30 seconds to showtime.
Oh,
All right, so we have a game going on. So let's see on the XpreZ side who's going to be playing what. We got Jokers on the bottom lane. Timbersaw Yosh is going to be mid laning as the Death Prophet. Tri lane aggressively. Hyla is on the Disruptor. Chennerfeed is on the Bristleback, and that leaves Silver Flash on the support Undying.
Yep. On the side of Gamesboard, I'm just gonna go through them like this. Weezer going to be on the Rubik. We're gonna be seeing Ember Spirit played by Sasu in the middle lane. We're gonna be seeing Doom, not on its usual Chenner feed when there's XpreZ on the field, but it's gonna be played by Gasyor instead. Mirana going to be carrying and going to be played by Taboo, and finally Ancient Apparition played by open bracket or closed bracket I open bracket. Yes.
Yeah, someone from my chat said that his name is just Orc. I don't know if that's
Orc?
right or not, but it's a lot easier.
You are now Orc.
Yep, he's now Orc. So we're going to be seeing Ember Spirit go mid lane, toe-to-toe with Yosh. Obviously, we both haven't been seeing that much Ember Spirit, but what do you think about this matchup? I think Yosh should have it fairly decently, though Sasu, his Poor Man Shield's going to help him quite a bit versus the physical, and then, of course, the Flame Guard versus the Crypt Swarm will protect against magical.
Yeah, it's going to help him a lot. The problem is that Death Prophet is so well equipped to be able to deal with any melee hero in the middle lane that it's just going to be inherently very, very difficult for Ember Spirit, and I don't think it's going to end that well. But at the same time, up top, Chenner Feed picked up and thrown down. The Tombstone does come, but the Cold Feet is going to proc on him here, and that's going to be our first blood as he falls. Next might actually be Orc, as Ancient Apparition taking a lot of damage. Will this be there? Looks like it will with the last right click coming in from Silver Flash, and they're going to try and go for maybe even Taboo here. But nope, not going to be able to finish it off.
Yeah, they needed a glimpse.
Oh,
They're going to
never
pull him
mind,
back
he's
a little
back.
bit. Now Hyla, it does have the cold feet on him. Chennerfeed is back. Orc, though, is also back, and he's not going to get caught in the kinetic field, but punched down by Silver Flash. We have Hyla on the run from Weezer. Chennerfeed and Silver Flash still in the area, salving up in the trees. Weezer is, I don't always gonna get out. Okay, Silver Flash and Cheddar Feed graciously let that Rubik back to his home base, and well, ultimately it is 2 for 1. We have 1 kill on Cheddar Feed, 1 kill on Silver Flash, and the death on the Bristleback versus the 1 and 2 on the Ancient Apparition. And in the meantime, mid lane, Yosh with that long range, 600 attack range, really punishing that Ember Spirit, poor man shield or not.
Yeah, and even then he has no regen left. Questionable. This is one thing that I find questionable about some players. You were about to go back to the fountain. Why did you just use your last tango? Never mind, because bottle. Okay. There we go. But
yeah, I totally understand, though. Like, they eat the tango, then they walk all the way back. I don't understand.
Funniest one I've ever seen was a Tidehunter going back to the fountain. He was, like, right here in this area, and he just uses a clarity. Just, like, 20 feet from the fountain, uses a clarity while he's walking back.
Hey, that means you could just leave the fountain earlier. Cheddar Feet on the top side, though. There's the Chilling Touch, Cold Feet as well, but the arrow's going to fly and actually hit on Silver Flash. Cheddar Feet, no, you gotta run. You cannot get stunned by that. He's going to take enough damage to go down. Tombstone's down, however, and we have Orc dying once again for AA. Taboo also going to take quite a beating, though the leap will keep him safe for now. Yeah, Cheddar Feed had a free passage out of there. He could have just walked out, but he kept on like turning around and shuffling about, and he ended up taking the Cold Feet, the stun duration, and then he ended up dying. A little bit of a mistake, I would say.
Yeah, but pretty big mistake there, actually. Like, you see that. I guess what he was trying to do was try and get the last couple quill sprays in, but he's not tanky enough to try and do that type of stuff yet. If he was just a little bit tankier, maybe with a couple more levels, he could have taken the Cold Feet there and gotten the proc and lived, but until he gets a couple more levels up, or at least like power treads or something like that, there's no way he can keep on trying to do that type of stuff. Yeah,
Bristleback in a tri-lane situation is going to be really hurting for those levels, which means that he could either be offensive, go for Quill Spray. By the way, he's just so dead right now. He could be either offensive, go for Quill Spray, 1 point in goo, and then go for Bristleback, or just go full defensive. But either way, he's only level 3 now, and he has no Bristleback. So although he may look tanky, you may have it in your mind that the Bristleback is a tanky hero. At the stage of the game, not so much, and we can see how fast Gamesboard punished the fact that Cheddar Feed just stepped up a little bit too far.
Yeah, the thing is that he's still playing as though he's a Bristleback against a lane that can't kill him. You saw that he was playing aggressively here, moving past the creep wave there to be able to try and zone him back, but all that they have to do is have Weezer pick him up with a telekinesis and then just Cold Feet from Ancient Apparition and then an arrow from Taboo, and you saw he didn't even live for a half a second there. He was instantly dead.
Yeah, and that's really something that I think it happens on both sides. It's like everyone thinks, hey, Bristleback's tank hero, I could do stuff like this, and then he just gets punished. But now Weezer, where are you going? What is happening? Why is he over there? I don't know, but he's going to get punished for it. Tombstone is down. Weezer's going to throw a Fade Bolt, but Quill Sprays or something's going to kill him. It's going to be the Undying with a 202 kill score as of right now. He also glimpsed back onto the Mirana, though leap right out of it. Cheddar Feed's going to tag her with the goo. Magic Stick charges will keep him up, and Cheddar Feed, you can't dive a tower versus a Mirana like that. Come on, bro.
Like, mistakes are being made, big mistakes, and not good. But, you know, middle lane. Well, that's all happening. Death, double damage from Death Prophet was able to get the kill on Ember Spirit.
Yeah, that'll do it. I don't think either of us were watching that one, but Death Prophet is going to take a level advantage, almost a 2-level advantage after that kill. It is going to be a full 2-level advantage. And then a very early Exorcism proc. Usually we don't see this too early, but hey, if you have a double damager, you might as well try to put as much hurt on the tower as possible. Just having a good time in lane, might as well.
Yeah, and also it's going to be able to last here for a little bit while he is here. And you can see that he's being completely zoned out by it, because if Yosh hits him once with the double damage rune and the Exorcism Sphere is supposed to go on him, he's not going to have a fun time at all. But now that it's over, we're going to heal him up without really healing him at all.
Yeah, taking a look down at this bottom lane, Joker's 23 for 3 versus the 22 for 5. Doom has actually eaten one of those mana burn Satyr's Soul Stealer or something like that. Yep. And, well, he's been keeping Timbersaw's mana low, who actually Timbersaw just picked up Arcane Boots, but actually both of them have Arcane Boots, but the mana pool of Doom isn't that large to support a mana burn, so they're just both out of mana and both slugging at each other. And I think in that case, Doom has a slight advantage in the short run, but in the long run, Joker's with a regen is going to win it out. Yeah,
the problem is that while Joker doesn't have as much right-click damage as the Doom, he does also have reactive armor, which he has the 1 point in. So he has one passive. That's a good thing, I guess. And Smoke's coming out into the middle lane here by Orc and Weezer. They're going to try and find Yosh here. Will we see the pickup? No, we're not.
Ember Spirit, though, the chains is going to latch. It will latch onto Yosh. Cold Feet is there. Hyla's going to push Sasu all the way back, but it's not going to be pushed back far enough. Yosh is going to drop, and now Hyla going to take a little bit of damage, but she's going to find her escape as well. And in the meantime, Mirana finding a solo kill on the Bristleback. Cheddar Feed, maybe he's finally living up to his name?
I mean, the thing is that I was talking about this in the past games, and that's that you can tell that obviously Chennerfeed is very, very used to the Doom. You can see that his playstyle there is very much so for the Doom. Actually, surprisingly, is a little bit more tanky than Bristleback in the very, very early levels, just because of his slightly better health regen and his slightly better health pool. But like, also you can tell with his attack timings that he is. But it's just simply the fact that he's playing way too aggressively right now. He doesn't realize that Mirana, while she doesn't have the best right-click damage in the very beginning, now has phase boots as well as a Ring of Aquila, and she's starting to hit hard.
Yeah, and I think if Chennerfeed had the solo lane, like the fact that Silver Flash as well as Hyla were both in that lane, both taking experience, if they weren't there, we could assume that Bristleback would be, I would say, at least level 6. I mean, Doom's level 7. Obviously, 1v1's very different from a 1v3 situation, but Bristleback would be a little bit tankier, might actually be able to get away, you know, with stepping up a little bit closer, trying to be greedy, trying to quill spray for that last hit. But as it stands right now, Bristleback only level 4 cannot compete with a level 7 Brawn. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah. Looks as though Silver Flash is going to put down an Observer Ward, which is inside. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's inside it. It's inside the Sentry Ward range there, but
that is very
really
close.
Sentry Ward going to be down.
That's unfortunate.
28 seconds. Yeah, that's one of the things where you're like, oh man, if only. If only he knew what we knew. At the same time, though, up top again, Chennerfeed, whoa, just being saved by Hyla there. She was able to get the glimpse back at the exact right moment. Silver Flash now going to try and go for Orc, but there's the cold feet onto him. Will they be able to connect field? No, they will not. A couple more Rex going to be coming in, but it looks as though this will be the Death Island Disruptor. In fact, it will be. Hito comes out from Silver Flash, the Soul Rip, and now Chennerfeed, this is not where you want to be at all, buddy. Going to keep on trying to run, trying to get it into the tomb area. Will be able to avoid the arrow with the cold feet. Going to be on him, and will in fact still die. And Undying gets one decay off, but Taboo will be fine. So that was, what, a 3 for nothing?
Seems it might be 4. I think it might be 4. Silver Flash, actually the leap going a little bit too far. Phase boots though, she's going to go in there and finish this kill. There's the heal from Silver Flash, but it's not going to be enough. I mean, he does die, but he takes down Mirana. I think Mirana was dead regardless. But sometimes you just got to go in there.
Bottom getting used on Jokers, and he's going to be picked up and thrown back by the Rubik, and the right clicks are going to be too much for him, and he's going to die here. But at the same time, Yosh going to come in and try and get a return kill for it. Doesn't have Exorcism available if he wants to use it here. Most likely not going to. Crypt Swarm available. Throws it, misses on Weezer, and Weezer looks like he might put a TP out, which is exactly what he's going to do. And now Yosh comes in, tries to come in and help his friend, but not able to do anything there.
Yeah, that's one of the downsides of Death Prophet. Her ganking, I mean, the only crowd control-esque effect she has is going to be that silence, and Doom, who already used all of his mana, isn't really going to care about the fact that he's silenced.
Yeah.
He's going to continue to lay the beat down on that Timber Saw, but yeah, 6-11 right now. Chennerfeed is going to get hit with an Ice Blast, and Mirana is actually thinking about chasing those out. Yeah, jump forward for a Star Storm. Chennerfeed's going to shatter. Taboo now is going to get glimpsed back. Oh, Hyla.
Yeah, not the best decision. It's like, in the middle of the tombstone, perfect, we can maybe get this, and nope. Disruptor says no.
Next level leap right there. But yeah, anyway, usually a problem that you see with Mirana's early on is the fact that she starts out with very low base damage, and you kind of expect that of her. Now Joker's is going to go down trying to kill out Taboo. But you expect that of her. You expect her to have very low base damage. You expect her threat to come from the stars, from the arrow. But I think just Chennerfeed is getting... He's in the wrong mindset right now. He's like in a late game Bristleback mindset where really... He is an early game Bristleback versus a more mid-game Mirana, like substantially more mid-game. Twice his level, more than twice his level.
Yeah, not looking good at all for him. And actually,
and now
I see Ember Spirit trying to go for Yosh.
Out of mana.
Yeah, fine. Oh, I'm dying hit by the AA ulti, but he should be okay. Oh, steal from Weezer. What did he grab? Crypt Swarm. Pretty good ability.
Pretty useful, I think, and
yeah,
they are. I think they might be looking for Silver Flash. Diving in and dying is always very, it's always a very, risky prospect. But if they land Arrow, if they land Doom, they might be able to take him. They have a huge number advantage. No, they're gonna go for Jokers instead. Why not? He came right to them. He kind of was asking for it. He wanted trouble. He got trouble. And now Ember Spirit is going to glimpse back, right back into safety. Wizard is going to grab Glimpse. Not really going to help him too much. He's now on the run. Silver Flash going to nuke him down. The Crypt Swarm's going to do it, actually. Another Ice Blast going to come in, hit onto Hyla. Gazior is going to teleport out. Sasu as well as Taboo cleaning up in the back end, though. Sasu completely out of mana, though he does still have the Flame Guard up. Chennerfeed is here, but it's a level 11 Ember Spirit versus a level 5 Bristleback. You cannot stand up against that. Chennerfeed is going to go down yet again. Now this tower is going to take a little bit of damage as well.
Yep. This might actually also be the death of the tower here with this next Freak Wave. Nope. Siege Creep's still going to die. But you know, not looking that great for XpreZ right now, but they do still have some possibilities. They're able to grab a couple of the towers, get some gold up. They can come back with this, but it's starting to look more and more grim as time goes on. Looking at net worth, the top three are really far ahead right now. Marana with 6,400, Ember Spirit 55, 5,000 for Doom, and then 3,000 for the Death Prophet is the highest for XpreZ.
Topside, Orc is going to get burned down by the Timbersaw, though the arrow might save him. Yes, he couldn't pull the Chakra back, and that's going to be the save of his ally, and Taboo even going to get a kill off of that. Well done by this Marana.
Yep. Oh, and now AOT going to fly as well. Going to hit on the Undying here, but no way they're going to kill him off. He'll be perfectly fine. Down bottom, Weezer is literally just solo here versus a Bristleback. Like, there is nothing Bristleback can do against this Rubik. Rubik is level 8 in comparison to level 5 Bristleback. And now he has Quill Sprays.
This Bristleback just needs just 10 minutes of a free lane, and then he's kind of right back into it, but, you know, good luck getting that versus this Marana, versus this Ember, versus this Doom. AA ultimates flying all the while. Chennerfeed needs space, but he's going to be very hard-pressed. We can already see Sasu, as well as Weezer, looking to possibly make a dive on this very, very soft Bristleback.
Yeah, that's usually not what you try and say with a Bristleback. Is never trying to say like he's squishy, he's soft. But you know, this Bristleback just doesn't have the farm, didn't play well in the early game, and it's really showing at this point. But like you said, if he is able to get some free farm, able to get up a Vanguard, it could be a huge, huge turnaround for them. At the same time, Sasu is going to possibly try and do something in middle lane. AA ultimate will hit on 2.
Sasu wants in. 1v4, bring it, guys. Silver Flash can take a lot of damage. Sasu does pick up the Bristleback. How did he pick up the Bristleback? He was all the way on the bottom lane. What the hell is going on? Anyway, everyone else is being cleaned up. Doing onto Jokers now. Yosh going to get the cold feet stomp from the Doom, going to hold out the DP, but her Spirit's still doing work. Gazier is going to get another level death, and the Doom, no, the Fade Bolt from Rubik going to find that kill. Now Yosh going to get picked up into the air. Taboo going to land the arrow. That's going to be a 4-man wipe. What happened? Okay, I thought I saw Ember Spirit picking up Bristleback.
Yeah, Ember Spirit killed Bristleback, but how did that happen?
Ember Spirit was in the mid lane.
Yeah. Did he have another like spirit down there? And
he must have. He must have jumped all the way down, stole the kill, and then jumped all the way up.
Pro Ember Spirit.
I don't understand what happened.
I think that's exactly what happened. Is that he activated his like Radiance Burn ability, the Flame Guard, and then he jumped to his Flame Spirits, and then right down here was able to go and grab the instant kill on him.
Yeah, I just didn't see him do that at all. I was watching him the entire time.
Yeah.
That was...
I don't know. Ember Spirit broken hero.
Sleight of fist, right?
Ban him now.
Sleight of fist in quotation marks. Taboo is going to run head-to-head into Silver Flash. Tombstone's down. Taboo doesn't give a damn. He has Leap. He's going to farm up a Tombstone because why not? Here comes Timbersaw. He's going to miss everything. And Marana going to get glimpsed back. Does still have the Leap, however. Jump, kitty, jump. Right into the safety of Doom, who has a mech, by the way. Taboo's actually still pretty healthy right now. Going to get caught in the kinetic field with the Static Storm, but Sasu still has one more Spirit. He's going to jump forward. He's going to clean up the last one with those chains. Yoshi's going to drop. 8-26, and Joker's called GG.
Yep. 14 minutes and 50 seconds into the game, and the GG comes out. Like, that's a real early GG. I think that's the quickest game I've had in League of Dota, like, ever, actually, which is shocking for me. But, you know, quick games happen every once in a while. Mistakes happen from XpreZ. Hopefully they won't let that mess with them for the next matchup, and hopefully they'll be able to come in pretty well for the next one. But either way, thanks everybody for tuning in. Where can they find you?
I'm on twitch.tv/Mike Loris. If you're on the Twitch, then you already know that. Twitter, everything is Mike Loris, actually.
Yeah, same here with Nist. Either way, guys, we'll be back with the next matchup in just a couple of minutes here, probably less than that. Either way, see you guys in just a little bit.